live session. Forgive me, it's going to be kind of raw tonight, you guys. Got a lot going, a lot of transition going on, a lot of moving and shaking. All right, so hopefully you can still make sense of things as you should. If you can't, high key, that's a telltale sign, you guys, that, whatever I'm speaking about isn't for you, isn't about you or your person. That's okay. It happens, right? And this may be another one of those times, you guys, but listen up. Just saying, it's kind of interesting at least. All right. So please definitely stick around with your girl. All right. I really appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Anyhow, makes sense. Okay. And if I do say so myself, I don't really feel currently, especially, that I've been on here as much as I really definitely long to be. All right. So, you guys, thank you so much for those that will and those that have and those that will. All right. Assist with watching something, anything on the channel. All right. Just to assist minute by minute, hour by hour with our goal towards monetization. All right. Thank you. It definitely assists other beautiful souls like yourselves in the future, of course, right? But time's irrelevant. So either way, thank you, okay, for assisting not only with the goal of monetization, but the actual goal, okay, which is really getting the messages out to more beautiful souls like yourselves. Makes sense. It's still giving win-win, you guys. So anyways, I digress, but thank you nonetheless, okay? And so tonight might not be about everybody and the mama, but everybody and the mama might want to hear a little something something about, gosh, people try it, you know what I mean? So we're talking love, we're talking somebody who either and I have to say it this way because and don't come for me because I forgot, actually. I was in Your girl was submerged in water when the downloads went down, but there was like 3 or 4 songs, different natures, different beats, different cultures, even excuse me, maybe somebody's name is Ethan. Ugh, that's interesting, but anyways, um and somebody either wants you to call them collective member, and or somebody really really wants to call you, okay, and whether they will or not, we're going to take a look at what the real deal is behind their reasoning, their wishes, hopes, and prayers, perhaps, right? And get some guidance about some next steps and about who might be stepping to you around the corner, nonetheless. Just saying, okay, you guys? So, thank you for sticking around. And because of the hour, and just to give some other beautiful souls like yourselves the chance to trickle on to the live stream uh, tonight or this morning, depending on however, wherever you receive this message, okay? It's timeless nonetheless, no worries, right? But I am intending to pull for collective current energies, makes sense. So take what resonates, you guys, and let the rest sit. It's no need for, gone are the days I'd like to declare and decree whereby any of us, myself included, okay, are carting around baggage that really just has absolutely nothing to do with any one of us. Makes sense, right? If it ain't got your name on it, honey bunny, sit it down. You know what I mean? So can't be wheeling around other folks' karmas and ish. You know what I'm saying? Eat me, love and light. But the overall energy here we have for this love sitch, I'd like to say. Really, you could take a good look at this modern day tarot by Serendipity Tarot card here. Really talking about that Five of Swords. All right, it's not giving, right? It's not even mid. It's like, ugh. Um, and it's almost like this mofo in the back looks like he knew he blew it, just didn't know it was gonna get caught, perhaps, right? Or didn't know was gonna get called out for the ish. You know what I'm saying? All right. Whether somebody told on him and or whether he told on himself, kind of thing, right? Tale as old as time, some might say. But I digress. This person, this mofo, regardless of the tag words or the name or the title, okay, really wants this to be in play. Now, the thing about this is, sir, ma'am, cross-watcher, okay? Aces really require some divinity and divinity assistance, okay? You ain't getting that if you live in Karmicville. Makes sense, okay? All you're gonna do is get more karma, okay? So this person is gonna come in talking about, listen, here's some flowers, perhaps, right? Perhaps manage to pull head out of other orifices temporarily enough, right? Just to give you a chance to say, what, right? Or in hopes that you will actually just be so intrigued you'd have to kind of look. It's giving train wreck vibes, you guys, just saying. It's like, oh, right? More like that, sir, ma'am, crosswatcher, right? Make it make sense. I mean, it's not going to be the good kind of, you're right, like there's nothing to see here. You know what I mean? But anyways, so they want to come in, right? Talking about, let's go on vacation, let's get married, let's do the do, right? And all you're going to do is end up like this all over again, ma'am, sir, Bob, right? Love and light, Fiona. Just saying. Okay, who wants that? It's again, it's not even mid, it's ick, right? Who wants the ick? When you're rocking like this on your worst days, collective member, makes sense. Run tell that. Okay, Archangel Michael for the win for you. Not necessarily this connection though, and yet that's what this person, again, might even really be proposing. Okay, we've got all these like flowers, and it's kind of given big hopes. But really, it's like, even when you really let them tell on themselves, collective, they tell on themselves every time, right? It's like they'll talk long enough, and you can always let them, you can kind of count on this, it's giving here, whether guy, girl, what have you, that they'll talk long enough to really have to ultimately eat crow. Oh, gosh, I don't know why that would come through the channeling. But crows do have some significance, don't they? It's almost like the dual nature with which this person speaks, you've already decoded, right? This might be something that would be considered the sharpest tool in their shed, perhaps, right? That silver tipped tongue, even, okay? Some might say forked. But you see through this. You've gone through this. It ain't given nothing new. It ain't given no kind of ace, and it ain't given no kind of truth. Okay? All right. So please don't act like you already haven't learned the lesson. You know what I'm saying? You already know, remember? So remember without having to do the do all over again. You know what I mean? You got a choice in the matter. You don't have to put the blindfold back on. And they can't keep themselves, they can't even keep themselves veiled. Whoever I'm speaking about, it's like, okay. Like, did you ever see, should I say that? Wait, hold on. Like, do you ever see, like, one of those videos from a random bodega, perhaps, in a random urban space? Okay, who cares where, but just saying, right? The idea is the person coming in, scratching like this, asking for something you might light up that's likened to a tree, perhaps, right? Perhaps, just saying, stranger things have happened, right? But the whole time this is giving, yeah, no, you need battery acid or something, right? Right. Okay. So it's like the whole time this guy, this girl, whomever, is trying to give you the 411. Gosh, that's an old reference as well. Like, what are we doing? Texting on our pagers or something? I don't know what's going on there with the 90s, but maybe the 90s have some significance there. And it's like the whole time, like, they could try it, and they do. That's the crazy part. Like, they still, how many years has this been? They're still trying that, right? Ugh, how sad for somebody here. Gosh, I hope it's not for a collective member, okay? Because it's not really on the menu, but there is a bit of a forewarning here for someone to take heed. Don't want this kind of lifestyle or love sitch. So serious. Love and Light Jocelyn, welcome from Australia. Love and Light Country Love. So, call judgment, right? Oh, just to be real clear here, call judgment. Yeah, I mean that's pretty self-explanatory, but just in case, let the cycle close. Okay, we'll working for you, baby, but away from the mofo. Okay, act like you understand this clarity. Okay, so that you look like this on your worst days, even right. This on your best days. Okay, see how where was the can't even seem to find her. Oh, where was she? Yeah, we don't need to know because we're not going back there, remember? All right, we're not going back there, remember? Okay, somebody needs a reminder. We're not going back there, remember? Okay, they produce more buck-ish. Okay, this nothing good about aspects of residual psychosis. We'll call it that way just to be fair, clear, and some might say truthful. Just saying. I mean, this person really gets in there with the psychology, don't they? And that tongue of theirs, right? Maybe even literally, okay? Stranger things have happened and different strokes for different folks and whatever works, okay? Especially for these type of individuals here, you guys. You got to be really rocking with the clarity lens. Don't act like you don't see the red flag waving when you know your hair is blowing back from its activity, right? Like, please, okay? Because then you're just going to be walking around like looking like you were, sucking on the lemon juice. And really, that ain't even supposed to be a lemon. It's supposed to be some magical special orb with which to keep you from looking like you sucked on lemon juice. You know what I mean? Like, just to be clear, right? Gain the clarity, rock with it. It is your friend. All right. We stand for clarity. You know what else this clarity card means? The sun card in any tarot deck, you guys, is also simultaneously, go figure, the happiest card in the deck, okay? So take your happy, clear arse, okay, and let bygones be bygones, okay? Oh my god, I'm hearing that song and the lyrics are like dust in the wind, but I maybe it's a song of some significance. I'll look it up. I'll bite. No worries. Hold on a second. It only makes me think of I think it's a song by Kansas. Gosh, that's way old. 1977. Before my time even. But hold on a second. It's like it makes me think of that old school soundtrack because I'm pretty sure. Let me just make sure. Because now, wait, hold on a second. Yeah. Let me just see something really quick. You know what's crazy, right? Like nothing just happens. Like I swear, you guys. Wait, hold on. I'm so sorry if you came in and I've yet to address you. I'm gonna get there. I promise. I can't see my chat box the whole time during the whole live stream. Just FYI, right? But nothing just happens, and one of these like I typed in "Dust in the Wind" old school just to make sure that the song "Dust in the Wind" by the group or band or whatever you call, I'm not familiar with them, but 70s band, I guess, Kansas, okay, it's part of the soundtrack for the movie with Will Ferrell and a whole other host of casts, okay. um Old school, and one of these videos is timestamped at 144, right? So we know about that life, we know about that number, makes sense, right? And the funny thing is there's this character, for anyone who's ever seen the movie Old School, he was like the elder, as it were, the literally the oldest student that they had in their club, in their same old song. Jeff, oh, you're singing the, you're doing the lyrics. Yes, Dust in the Wind, right? So remember old school Blue? He was like the old man, really. And they put a bunch of KY jelly in that ring at some point for the wrestlers. And man's had a whole heart attack and passed, right? So sorry if this is triggering, because maybe this is also being brought up because somebody maybe like went through like a recent loss. Okay, my nose is doing that thing, so like apparently this is somebody something. Sorry, did not mean to come across insensitive. I was trying to get out to the point where it's like Will Ferrell's character was like, "My boy, you're my boy, Blue, my boy." So it's like this may be like a situation where it's like not the easiest to actually like admit even to yourself, because you know we talked about a red flag waving pretty hard and pretty harshly, pretty, it's giving aggressive. Okay. Um. Oh, this is somebody something, because I really need to sit my whole entire face off right now. But basically, and this there might be still some aspects of heart space or heartstrings being tugged on, um because I think, you know, with your being intuitive, you can read at least the energy. Maybe you've not really spoken this out, but I'm sure you guys have past life ties. However, do we want to glamorize the karmic ones? You know what I mean? So it's like again giving, please don't, you don't have to have lemon juice as your lot in life, right? You don't really have to walk around squinched up and stuff like bitter and resentful. I'm so serious. But because I've gone ahead and pulled the cards, and because I'm being obedient as the spirit leads, I've got a message from this person. Gosh, I hope you're ready. And you know what? That reminds me. We talked about everyone except for this tarot card at the bottom of the deck here. Four of Swords. King of Wands on the other side of the, ooh, with the Nine of Cups and a Knight of, yeah, you're gonna be just fine. Now this person, we gotta talk, okay? This person's all like, I feel so drawn to you, right? I don't know what you want. Yeah, that's code for like, how bad did I, like, can I come back and do it again, or you still got boundaries? Do you hate me? How much, how bad do you hate me, kind of thing? It's like, give me a break, like please stop talking at this point. That's just me personally, you guys, but here we go. I feel the sexual tension. I daydream about a life with you. I mean, I'm telling you, this person is intending to come in and be like, we're doing another round of this cycle, this karma, right? Watching your social media, but can't reach out. You want to know why that is? Ask your spiritual guidance team. Forgot to make mention, you could be a Virgo as well here, collective member. You don't have to be. This person, here we go. Dun, 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 dun. You broke my heart. Projection. Yep, there's that same old, same old. Makes sense. Don't you just already want to cringe, right? I want you back. It's almost giving a threat, like, ah! I'm hearing like the psycho uh theme in the back, you know, where he's just stabbing in the shower. And the long, the short of it is, boom. This person broke, busted, and disgusted. Okay, not financially stable. You're being guided here, collective, to cleanse, clear your energy, detach with love, of course. You can love and light pretty much anyone. Just mostly you should probably do that from afar first until you can gain that clarity to take a better look without the rose-colored lenses, glasses, or glasses case anywhere near you. Just saying, okay? So that you can clearly see the truth of the matter, okay? This person you should be distancing yourselves from, in case you were still wondering at this point. Okay, and radical acceptance can help you, assist you, okay, with surrendering this connection, with letting this go, okay, because this person is coming out as having third parties, inclusive of the energy, because third party can be energies, you guys. It's not always somebody else's ass in the matter, right? Could be, addictions of all kinds. There are many, right? And this person was only ever in your life and scheduled to be, keywords, right? Up to the point where you learn the spiritual lesson. You done did that, okay? You did the damn thing. You don't have to overserve the time or over educate yourself in this one, okay? I'm just so serious. And this person is not available to give you anything that you deserve and desire, okay? This situation, and or when this person comes back around to produce the other aspects of what we're talking about through this message, you really need to actually perform the maintenance, all right, required here, which would definitely be inclusive of self-reflection, okay, and allow yourselves to grow out of the situation, not back into anything, okay? That's regression, not progression, for those wondering, all right? You are to advance, move forward, progress, okay? Ain't no re here, all right? Just so serious. You need to have faith in yourself and your abilities firstly. Now, the other side of that coin, okay, is because of what's coming, or dare I say who, all right? And we are going to get into that in just a little bit, but I do want to swing back around to, again, the bottom of this deck, the Four of Swords. Really talks about healing, really talks about just, aspects of rejuvenation, hell, regeneration, okay, depending on how many times you were stabbed at, just saying, all right? So serious. Hopefully not literally, right? But damn sure proverbially, you guys, okay? And those that know. And I'm sending you love and light, okay? Because I get it. But seriously, time alone or in nature will help you get to the resolved aspect of this. Some things, some connections, some people we can look back on with all the love and light we want to. But the long and the short of it is you got to let them up to, it's giving let go, let God, right? Let them up to the ultimate agenda and plan of the universe, of their souls, of their free will, right? It is what it is. Okay. And it would be very unloving of us, quite frankly. And I often have to remind myself of this, if I do say so myself, right? It would be very unloving to take aspects of choice and free will away from those same individuals. And I get it. You can think of many, perhaps some of you, and it's like, you know what, I just really truthfully believe that I know how to better assist them than the way that they're assisting themselves. And that may very well be the case, collective. And what of it? Because unless and until the divine has planned, created an agenda, and or handed down some sort of ruling that someone is your assignment of sorts, or that you are to assist someone, some grouping, in certain ways and forms and measures, you're not going to be supported by the divine with you trying to get in the way of divine's right wrong agenda. Makes sense? So it's like how some other people might say, you know, some people got to hit rock bottom so that they can actually get their bearings about them, and straighten up and fly right, right? Okay, different strokes for different folks. You can't love everyone the same, so how would you expect everyone to learn the same way, right? How could you expect everyone to be taught the same way? That's why often for some of the same, spiritual laws and principles, I am, of course, how do I want to say this, honored to be able to be in the mix of this, but quite frankly, I do try on a personal note to come up with differing ways to get the same messages across, because different strokes for different folks. Some people can sit in a lecture style for 45 minutes and be a-okay. I don't know anybody like that, myself included. I would have checked out so many times and disassociated a few. You know what I mean? So it just is what it is, depending on the day, depending on the night. Some of us can pay attention better than others, right? But still, each and every one of you can get these messages. And I'm grateful to be able to say that as well, because I know that you are all doing your part in the matter to receive them as well. It's not just me, right? It's not just some sort of puppet show, as it were. We're doing this together, and this is big ish. All right, definitely not for the wet behind the ears spiritually or just in general course and sensibility. All right. So you guys can get this. Please don't give up. Okay. Reevaluate some of those goals and priorities, perhaps, right? But you are to remain hopeful. It's coming through. Your guides are concerned about your level of oomph here, about just existing, just overcoming, even, and what's up ahead, and really you just need a lot more. I tried to say a bit of, but a lot more. And, it's okay. No shame, no stigma, only love and light. I'm not here to judge. I wouldn't want the karma. Okay. It's just a channeling thing. So I make mention of it because it means it's heightened energy. If I'm intending to say something in certain aspects and something else comes out. And again, that's me trying to explain the inexplicable again. I know I keep trying, but with the Four of Swords energy, it's almost like you have to kind of come up with some sort of truce unto self here, not even like with another person, but it's like, you know what, I resolve to actually get to the resolution. I actually commit to slowing down to receive healing. I actually will be disciplined to slow down to feel my feelings. Like, there's a lot being integrated into this. This could also be, some sort of cocoon energy, and on the other side of it, you're coming out likened to that of a King of Wands. It's like Simba the lion being presented over the cliff there, right? I don't know why we're going to Lion King, but there could be some significance. Maybe somebody here is a Leo energy as well. Doesn't have to be the case, but um, you know, you having faith in self right now, as well as your abilities, is really something that you need. Um, and so, what you need to do in order to complete that task is essentially this Four of Swords energy. For some of you, it is slowing down, like physically, maybe referable to your business, referable to your scheduling, referable to your own demands of yourself. Like, it's like, okay, so you just every single day have 28 things on your to do list, and some of you are going only 28, right? Yikes, right? Where's the balance in that? You know what I mean? I think it's high time you reevaluate some of these goals and priorities. Like, some of the cards already stated makes sense, but will you is the question. You know, will you do that? Some of us, it takes a hell of a lot for us to slow down as well as rest. It also perhaps means sacrifice in some forms or measures as well. Well, if I slow down here, maybe you got to eat more ramen or something on the strength of that for the next 3.9 months, right? Well, you've got to take a look at what within reason. I'm not here like saying, let's go eat any particular certain thing or not, but uh, I digress. I'm not sure why it came through the channeling, but I guess it is often like into that, like you're in college, right? You're eating as cheaply as possible, or just general course. The current um environment, we'll say it that way, causes you to have to eat the cheapest way possible, and of course, some of those staples, rice and beans, come to mind, right? I mean, we can't even include eggs anymore in the matter. You know what I mean? They've gotten so expensive. So, and it is what it is. But even when you are looking to cut costs, please be mindful to make sure that it's actually advancing you into the future. Because honestly, some of you might just simply be restricting yourselves, and accidentally on purpose, but purposefully, accidentally participating in lack mindset, which would be much more restrictive and would too slow things down. Especially like manifestation comes to mind, right? Like, if you're truthfully not feeling worthy, if you truthfully haven't prepared yourself mentally to possess tangibly some of the earthly pleasures and treasures that this life, this realm has to offer, should you have, the full Amazon truck, as it were, come to your humble abode and dump out all of your blessings all at once, kind of thing, right? Should the proverbial hand out of the sky from any one of those aces in the any Rider-Waite based or loosely based Rider-Waite type of deck, has illustrated. Should that just, fist something down towards the earth at you real quick? I mean, probably not if you're not ready, you guys. Probably not if you're gonna, not be ready for it, right? Like I wanna say words, but it's giving, gosh, I gotta filter, right? So that's kind of where I'm struggling. So you guys, if you haven't yet signed that petition that's on the community board, if you haven't yet signed the petition that's on the community board, even on Nay's channel, NAYNAY, please do so. It's really important because just to do things like this on top of everything else, I half the time have to filter my guides, and definitely I'm working on filtering myself. So there's that. Um, but having faith in your abilities first really is what is going to be most assuredly what comes out on the other side of this cocoon energy, and dare I say cocoon experience. Some of you, you really are healing, even financially as well. And of course, the sacrifice there, or the what if, proverbially, and I'm not projecting it, but I do want to address any elephant in the room. Call it what if or not, right? Right now, this is almost giving opposite day energy. It's like, okay, so if you truthfully believe that you are free, then live like it, right? And it's like, okay, it's not a call, and I'm not saying that it is, to anything likened to, okay, just delusion yourself into the psychosis that ensued, likened to that of the movie Seeking a Friend for the End of the World with Steve Carell and some other cast members, of course, right? And for those that have seen that movie, things got a lot hectic. I can't even say a little, because the general sentiment was, this is the end, and so what of it, right? They only had in that storyline a few more days at best for the Earth to exist in that storyline, right? So people, places, things, man, got a little crazy, in the sense of that sentiment. And I'm not saying necessarily overarch it and take it there. All I'm saying is, if you truly believed and understood that you are actually divinity in a meat suit, but not even all the way in it, just saying, you're so many other places doing so many other things all at once, beautifully, right? Tragically, in others, perhaps, right? Like, not to project it on you, but we are a whole ball of wax, and that's not even the true sentiment in what all our existence and its power really just generates. Okay. And so this is probably why you've heard the term or something to the effect of spiritual vampire before, right? Energetic vampire. Okay. Again, it goes back to energy being everything. And when you refract this back to energy, we are everything, baby, right? Like, we are. Okay. And so, really, when you slow things down and you face aspects of the other side of what ifs, right? Like, sometimes you can come out of those powwow sessions from self to self, from self to source, from self to guides, and guides to source and self, right? Like, you can have a whole kumbaya experience depending on how deep you want to go, and how disciplined you get in this, and how much time you offer up to the divine, okay? Offer up to yourselves to commune and to communicate and to strengthen and to heal and to reintegrate and to rejuvenate, right? There's power on the other side of this. There's confidence, okay? There's less stress. Even if circumstances haven't changed, there is an energetic exchange, all right, that you are being called to. I almost said to give. It's almost like they're like, please come give us your crappy particles of energy, right? So we can just assist you with changing and revamping, assist you with the alchemy. It's like, just because you're great at being, an awesome AF alchemist doesn't mean you have to alchemize all the time, all of the things, and all ways, and in all of the ways, while everyone and everything else watches. That's not really conducive of love, is it? If anything, at best, that sounds like the many unrequited relationships you've already experienced. Well, that was never the experience, irregardless of your awareness or lack of it, referable to divinity and self. You can't categorize, and you shouldn't. The kind of relationship and the capacity and the capabilities and the direct connection between you and divinity, it's never really going to be likened to that of you with another divine being in a meat suit. It's too many variables. You refracting back to source, that's a direct connect. Makes sense? Okay. Whew. I don't know why we're getting so deep tonight. But you guys, we're gonna get a little deeper. I didn't even get into what exactly this person harsh truth was, but I'm gonna brace myself because I just realized, man, I didn't even let that cat out of the bag, and I'm gonna ring this bell. My goodness. Ooh, I didn't even let that cat out of that bag, you guys. Please stick around and hear this out. Man, they'll try it. That's crazy. I never, you know what? I'm almost scared to make some of these decks because watch. This be a little too accurate, but like so blunt. Like I feel like the way my guides assisted me with making these cards, it's like literally no bones about it. Like this just literally like it's like this is exactly the reason, the why, the truth. And when I tell you that whom all ever I tapped into was not giving pretty. Like it's like stuff that I would almost wonder, like, would they actually tell it? Like it's one thing to have it channeled out, right? But would they actually maybe even not tell it, but like admit it? Like if you ask them, wait till you hear what these cards are. Like I feel like I wish low key, kind of high key, that I could go up to somebody and be like, knowing that they're connected to this, and be like, is that true? Just to see what they just to see, one, would they say like the actual truth in the matter, like if it was yes, yes, if it was no, no. And also just to see their reaction, like just to see them process that type of poison that they were putting out and expected the collective to eat. F out of here. It's gonna be FOH. FOH so hard. Are you guys, you love lectures, Fiona? Nobody has any questions. Y'all fell asleep or fell off? Or y'all just on here chatting? That's all right. I don't mind. What are you talking about with setup in 2020, Eat Me? Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, wait a minute, because must have a trigger word in there or something, Eat Me. Can you just speak in code or something, or do you want me to just give you a yes or a no and you'll know? Because I'm not, just so you know, I'm not physically, it must be some sort of filter removing it. I'm not on my end doing anything. I'm not sure. Because I don't see anyone else. You guys, please read the description box so that you guys know how to receive your free yes no tarot. All right. I'm not seeing anything come in the chat box referable to questions, so I can just continue on and let the cat out of the bag. Do you want just a yes or no quickly, Eat Me, or do you want to wait? I can. I'm not exactly sure because now it's making me think about I think one other time you'd said that you were under some sort of ban or something. So I don't know. Maybe it's... I'm not sure. I don't know what to make about that. So I can give you... Eat me. Okay, stop entering... Like, let's not do insanity, right? Which is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. So this whole time I'm like, do you want me to just give you a yes or no card? Eat me? Like, and you're not answering me. You're just saying that you keep putting the... Yeah, you just... We're up to the 5th time of you doing the same thing. That's not working. So, I mean, I can just move on if you don't want to. Okay, because I'm just like, let me know, because if not, I'm going to move on. All right, here we go. This is for Eat Me. Yes or no? Ooh. 1 second. It's a no, Eat Me. Okay. Are we good? Okay. All right, so back to the mofo. All right. So the harsh truth here, okay, this could be some or all of your situation or none, even if you resonated with the first half of this, but I was trying to get more specificity, right? I am addicted to drama, and you, collective member, don't provide that for me. So I got bored and left you alone. Here's the sitch. More than one person attached to this. Take what resonates, okay? Certain people might have more resonating out of this, others none, right? The next card out. I see potential in you, collective member, and want to keep you around to ride your coattails, right? Just in case ish pops off. Makes sense. All right. I am not able to properly see you or value you due to spell work. Call your energy back, Spirit saying through this one. And last but certainly not least, I let others get in the way of us because they help me pay my bills. So again, not financially stable. They want you back though, in case you care. Okay, I mean, yikes. All right, whether you're Virgo or not. Let's take a look at this person's chart placements, just to be clear. All right. We're going to see what initials may also come out of the deck, as well as chart placements. I'm intending, collective, that it be on the part of this person, this mofo, right? And I'm going to do this again for the person on their way to you as well. Gosh, there could be some significance to Pi. We just recently had Pi Day, right? Could be some significance to 314 as well. Or 4-4 reducing. We've got Aries, Virgo came out again, and Aquarius at the bottom of the deck. And for the initials, again, we've got P and I. Let me see what else wants to come out. I feel like it's just like not speaking. I'm not sure. Could be some significance to cherries. I'm not sure why I got that coming through. We've got G coming out. All right. So bottom of the deck is T. Maybe somebody's name is Geet. G-I-T. Not sure if that's exactly how that's spelled, though. Forgive me if it's not. All right, you guys. Let's see what else. Last but certainly not least, Gemini at the bottom of the deck, though. Capricorn and Gems. Gemini. All right, so this person's all like, Needing your energy a bit here, huh? Kind of an understatement. Ooh, right. So missing you, missing your light, missing your energy, right? Here goes you, though. I'm cool with whatever. I got me, right? I got me being chill, trusting the process, making decisions, living in the now, okay? And so maybe you told yourself, you know what? Let me just chill the F out, right? I don't really need to talk to anybody beyond anyone who I've ever said anything to about this, right? Let me just do it head on, okay? Self with self. So that you could ultimately get to the point, to the place, to the path, to the mindset where you literally are cool with whatever. Not in the sense of casting pearls before swine or anything, right? But in the sense of cool with whatever anyone thinks about you, cool with whatever anyone else wants to utilize their free will to do, as long as you got you while they do it. Do you see what I mean? Not in the sense of being a doormat, but in the sense of really doing the work so that people, places, things around you really are reflective of that. Finally, and don't you deserve that? Yes, the hell you do. All right. And so Divine's like, oh, well, we got this little secret, and really this secret has some secrecy about them. So like, what? Right? Somebody thinks you're a bit of a tease, perhaps here. Okay, maybe perhaps you've already been flirtatious with this individual. Maybe there's a bit of crushing going on, right? Maybe you have your own special jokes, right? That's so funny because earlier, well, maybe I shouldn't say where I was. Wait, hold on. So I was somewhere public, right? And I was like, wow, the sexual tension here. It's so funny. You know, people in different stages of maturity are able to mask that a little bit better than others, perhaps, right? But I digress. And this one person walks in, and across the room, another so and so says, "Oh, person." And person comes in, "Oh, so and so." And then checks in and everything, and then still goes over there physically to be like, "Person so and so." Like, oh my gosh, like, wow, like, calm down. It's getting thick. I'm spitzing here, but like, right. So maybe there's like a little bit of that, like, right? Like, oh, I see you and I see you. Like, it's nice. Yeah, you're nice, right? Like flirting and stuff. I'm not, I'm like, you know what? I don't even know exactly what to say for flirting. I just kind of think you should just say like what you think, right? And you should say more of the nice thoughts that you think, of course. So I just usually live by that rule anyway. So I think a lot of people think I'm flirting with them, but I'm just not a fake person. So like, if I like something, like I like it, and if I don't, I probably just won't like tell you about it unless I have to, kind of thing, right? So maybe, you know, maybe I should review this process a bit more, because I don't actually want to come on like I'm flirting with everything, right? Or everyone, even, excuse me. Like, who else am I speaking to? Oh my God, help me. Okay. So, anywho, there could be some significance to music. Maybe you've been like really meditating with different style of music here. Could be listening to what do you call it? Subliminals, right? Loving like Teresa Horton. And long story short, this person too could be listening to subliminals just to try to get their like, what is it called? Riz going or something. Because whoever this is, I have to say it this way though, right? Some of you, this person in like extreme current energies, this is what's going on. Others of you, this is like steps ahead, right? I'm not getting like beyond October, right? But just saying, okay, because this general collective kind of got a few places, and I'm trying to make sure I hit them all to be clear. All right, so you guys can follow along. Hopefully, I'm doing you justice. Forgive me, it's a little late here, but anywho, um, oh, it says you could be finding answers in music. You know, Divine does use all kinds, inclusive of lyrics. That makes sense. Movies too. We've been talking about movies a lot as well as lyrics. Almost simultaneously. But maybe the key is to actually check the lyrics, right? Like maybe there's like somebody here, and this could actually not have anything to do with the rest of tonight's message, but the channel's open, you feel me, right? So maybe somebody here has been experiencing something where it's like, gosh, I keep like hearing about this, or I keep hearing this, blah blah blah, right? But if you actually looked up what it's saying, it might actually be the message. And you know what, it's really smart, you guys, to actually check the lyrics for a few reasons. But interestingly enough, gone are the days where you can actually tell by the vibe as far as what's being said. You know, back in the days when I don't know, I'm thinking like bebop or something, or like Motown, right? It's like you knew it was a sad song versus a happy one, right? Nowadays we've got like "Hey Ya" comes to mind by Andre 3000, and it's like one of the most like cry for help, like frustrated, asked out type of songs. But like, all right, all right, all right, like everybody's like vibing, like yeah, no, it's like, and he even addresses that in the lyrics. Sad thing is, I don't really know a lot of people looked it up and cared long enough to even look it up to find out that the guy was kind of bleeding onto the microphone there a little bit. You know what I mean? And it's like, good thing he wasn't, or was he, right? Art, imitating life. I love it. Anywho, let me get out of the rabbit hole. Forgive me. Um, this person coming to you, or this person watching you now, okay, they could see you if you like have a pet that you walk, or if you have a pet that you're in front of a window with often. So like kitty cats come to mind, right? Like you got maybe a big bay window, and you know they're bouncing around in it, and you're addressing them in front of it, kind of thing. Nothing creepy where it's like they're literally up underneath one of the bushes to wait for that time of night whenever you know, it's not that kind of vibe. Like, I'm so serious, okay? But this may be somebody that you look at and you go, no, this is my friend. Like, clearly friend category. Stay over there, thanks. You're not in the hottie category, perhaps. I mean, I'm not projecting onto you that your future lover should be mid aesthetically, but there is something coming through where it's just like, you know what, they're not like the others. They're not, but they're not like the others. So there's that, right? Others of you, this could be a situation where it's like, you know what, you do know this person, you have no idea that they would think of you that way. Or this could be their sentiment about their vantage point of the connection, right? And you guys, again, be mindful to do the work, okay? Going back to that Four of Swords, because you'll cut through a lot of that once you heal to the point where you're like I literally told myself, like, I don't know, I'll be honest about this. My days and nights run into themselves. So I can't remember at this moment. I feel like, nope, you know what? I do have to say it was yesterday either way. All right, so there we go. So yesterday, because it's already tomorrow, oh my goodness. What is time anyways, right? Yesterday I told myself I do have love. I have so much love because I am love, right? And you know, it really is what you make of it. But on the other side of doing the work, you can really make of it beautiful a lot faster and a lot stronger and a lot more confidently, right? And such to the point where, going back to other people's opinions, I'm sorry, what? You said something? You thought? Oh, about me. Wow, I've got another fan. Don't they come a dime a dozen? Right? Like, I mean, and it's not even about arrogance. It's just like, my goodness, if people would actually do the work, they would have their own lives to talk about, right? Like, at the end of the day, you're just like, I don't know however else to surmise like the obvious here. You know, if people were actually enthralled in their own lives and what they were doing, it would show, and they'd have less TV to watch. You know what I mean? Like, or they do a lot more, wouldn't really be more watching TV because they'd be living their own lives. Maybe they'd be on the TV, perhaps, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? So again, it is what you make of it. There too, right? It's like, okay, if you want to make your existence here as couch potato, then couch potato you will. You know what I mean? And that's well and good. Some people, you know, they're okay with that. And my thing is like, if you're okay with that and you're not hurting anyone, inclusive of yourself, being okay with that, cool, right? But don't be okay with that because you believe to some measure and degree that that's all you can do, and that that's all you will do, because that's literally what you're creating. You're creating that irregardless of logic, irregardless of supernatural occurrences, even, right? You're creating that experience because you're believing it. And so whatever you believe you receive, right? It's kind of like a lie could be the case, right? How many have we received there, right? Up until the point where we refuse to believe it any longer. Makes sense? Ooh, that's, I have to play that one back for me. Shoot. So what now? Anywho, this person, maybe they could also come to you and say, okay, we're just going to be friends though, right? Like maybe it's like this buffer boundary for some. Like, oh, you know how like, what do they call it? Safety bumpers, right? It's like, no, I like you and I like you too, but we're just friends. There's the buffer. Like you just bump around a bit, whatever that might mean. Okay. But I promise you, this turns into something where it's like extremely tangible, not obvious. You're not pulling nothing unless you want to, right? Like maybe hair or something, a little bit, not too much, you guys, right? Nobody's ripping out. Keep the weave, you know what I'm saying? Okay. But as far as like, this person being a fly by night individual, irregardless of how it may seem, how it might be masked up a certain way, perhaps. And you've got to utilize your intuition on this, because I'm not here to ask you and or assist you with delusioning into somebody using you as somebody not using you. No, you go on ahead and read and trust all of them red flags. You know what I mean? So it is what you make of it there. Please and thank you. Trust your intuition. It trumps any tarot reading. It trumps any tarot reader. Okay, just to be clear. But this particular grouping of individuals, this is the situation. This person comes in, you start thinking like, okay, they're either not my normal type and therefore I don't really know that I would actually rock with them like that, or this is how they feel about you. Others, it's giving this person came in and you have absolutely no idea yet that they've been being teased by you, perhaps. Maybe it's literally your perfume, your presence, your aesthetic, okay? The way you carry yourself, the way that you are a sweetheart, even, right? It doesn't even have anything necessarily to do with, could be some significance to cat suits, though, just saying. But anyways, I digress. Which I feel like that probably is actually, like, sensual wear if you're in a cat suit, so could be some significance to it, like an updo, like you might wear like a messy bun or a high pony. There's something coming through about, you might, this might even be mutual. You guys might be tasked with learning a lesson about not being so darn judgy. And the reason why I say that is because really it's also simultaneous with like stop undervaluing self. It's like you both like see each other, you both vibe with each other, and maybe you've even like made it known, right? But it's like as far as making it official, as far as making it not a joke, right? Because some people joke around, right? And so they're always talking about, oh yeah, like for instance, where husband and wife come to mind, right? Like, oh, you got the work wife, the work husband, oh yeah, right? But the whole time you guys are talking about this, you're like to some level, form and degree. And this is why a lot of people, oh, I don't want to say that because I don't want to project that, but some people get a little miffed when you don't participate in the buckery. I'm trying to speak in code here, but you know what I'm saying, okay? In the buck-ish, okay? Because it's silly. It's like, so what of it? You're just gonna pretend like you're not pretending to actually have access to each other in certain ways, the way a husband and a wife would have access to each other emotionally. I didn't even get to the physical. Somebody just went right there. And see, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Because you guys, you can make verbal agreements and you can match the vibe just like you can match the freak. You know what I'm saying? That this is coming out for some reason. All right. So don't fall for the glorification of any aspects of this, because all aspects of this lead to toxicity, right? Like, no, okay, we don't want that. That's old earth, right? So, anyhow, be mindful of that as well, because I'm hearing that's part of the lesson with this new person, okay? They may even come in and ask you to be a little secret and to be a little tawdry. They might even come in a little bit in this King of Wands energy. For some, not all, right? But same deal there. Boundaries, right? And stay out of the realm of toxicity. Otherwise, why are you building a toxic foundation like for this? You know what I'm saying? To do what then? Because you can't, you know what I mean? The definition of insanity is what we talked about it a few moments ago, right? Doing the same thing over and over and over and over again, right? Dating the same spirit, as it were, over and over and over again, expecting a different outcome, expecting them to not produce some form of unrequited lover situation. And then what? You're just going to be surprised all over again? After the third surprise, right? It's a theme or a trend, right? Or a belief system. It's not really a surprise, is it? See what I mean? And there's some aspect of working through, again, going back to the Four of Swords, healing, all right? Healing aspects of toxicity, even referable to expectations. Because my goodness, how could you, if you always, put your hand on the hot stove, not expect your hand to be burned, right? So it's like some aspect of, you, as it were, could have recently, or just came to reason out. I want to put air quotes with the reason, okay, because it's a scared perception and it's born out of like trauma response, quite frankly. Might have reasoned that, that's the safest route, to just go on ahead and expect that you would even have to touch the stove again. You don't have to touch the stove, right? And, or, hear me out, you could touch the stove while it's off, not on, right? When you have clarity, when you have done the work, right? And I know I make it sound so simple, but really, I really talk about it that way so that you continue to try again. So serious. Okay, in case anyone wondered. And you know what? We're all somewhere on the path, myself included. So please don't ever wonder, okay? And please don't get it twisted. That's why you don't see me on a soapbox, all right? I don't even have a microphone, okay? We're all in this together, all right? But we got to be mindful we're at differing aspects of the path, perhaps, okay? That's why we do cover a lot of ground with some of these similar sounding topics, irregardless of the tarot session. But again, the message just is what it is. You're being guided into this painless, pain-free zone. I have to say it that way because really it's not an overnight process just to be all well healed up, right? I wish it were, right? But then, too, that might also be a little unloving of the divine, if we didn't thoroughly learn the lesson to the point where it integrated at that DNA and cellular level. The same levels we're always talking about, that we are carried, um, as far as like, excuse me, that we are carrying as far as different coding, as it were, connecting even back to our ancestors, ancestral DNA. Okay. There's a lot that goes on in this life, to essentially learn and grow the soul at the soul level, beyond the cellular level. All right. But it's all connected, just how we say we are all connected. So it is important to take note of, so that you can really literally take notes. It's how one may look at nature and take notes, the way the leaves perhaps bend, ebb and flow, as it were, to protect themselves against the incoming elements, right? Um, the next person's looking at that going, oh, what are the leaves doing, right? They're not taking heed to the potentiality, that energy shifting, right? Right now, you guys, you really need to be reading energy. You really need to be discerning of it. And the reason why you're being asked to, if you're receiving this message, it's because you can. It's also, for some of you, high time you should, okay? And to stop questioning your intuition, again, going back to that word again, trumps every tarot reading and every tarot reader, right? But you got to use it, you guys, okay? It's really part and parcel of that life force, life sustaining energy. All right, now I'd like to pull for first, middle, and last name of this new person, who literally could be actually a new person. And I'm going to get into their message as well, because I have already gone ahead and pulled it for you, as well as some guidance on next steps. And thank you for those that will stick around, because I'm going to ring that bell in just a short few, because I really have all of the rest of the cards pulled. So there's that. Easy peasy tonight, you guys. And we don't have any harsh reality or harsh truth to get through on this new guy, or this new girl, or this newbie. All right. All right. I want you so badly. I told y'all. They're all like, I don't know what comes next. Ooh, I find you so attractive. I admire you. So some of you, these people are watching you now, not to sound creepy. And I feel like they also wouldn't want to sound creepy. Sorry if this is creeping you out. It might be the delivery, right? But I mean, I admire you is pretty. I mean, I don't know if I've ever been told that. Like like literally, like I admire you. Like I've been told like you inspire me, right? I don't know. Gosh, I hope I'm not misremembering, but I mean, admire you, right? One time I had somebody tell me that they thought the world of me, and you know what, to this day, like I'm still healing from that, because I don't have any like real tangible evidence that they actually ever meant that. Um, which is sad, but it's the truth. And I'm okay either way, I'm sure, but I still am actively healing from that, because that was to this day someone who I do believe that was a very spiritual connection. But we just all do our best to learn the lesson, and move on. But I admire you. But then again, let me play a little bit of devil's advocate here. Let me think, if I feel like I've said like I've admired, but it's not a common word that I would speak out, so I maybe have written it. But like probably like in a school project, probably not to the yeah, it's not really something that you normally just say I admire. I admire you. Hmm. Maybe this is somebody that speaks like that, right? And it sticks out. Maybe that's part of the synchronicity. I hide my feelings. So this person, they're talking about you're a tease, but they may not even be outwardly expressive. Some of you, okay, where you're just, it's kind of like how I went through that whole spiel about like, oh, maybe people think I'm flirting with them, right? So maybe there is some sort of like neurospicy ish going on here too now, because now I kind of can't get around it on both sides. But um, some of you, this is someone coming back around. I'm not here to manipulate the cards. This isn't even from the same deck, but it is from a deck I was using on the other side. That's so funny. I saved your texts and messages. All right. This is a soulmate. Okay. And divine are saying this can stand the test of time. This can stand the test of faith. This will be eventually, ultimately, a stable connection, right? And this is someone that it is safe to take that leap of faith on. This is someone that not only the chemistry, but the passion will be pretty mutual, will be pretty pleasurable. And many of you, this is why I was saying this, I knew this had been pulled. This is a new love, a new lover. So often when I get this card, you know, it's really indicating somebody that has yet to come. Okay. Or as the card states, now that I just read that, I don't have the cards memorized, you guys, so forgive me. But it literally says a new love or recommitment to love is developing. So, hey, the message stands. Patience, everything will unfold in divine timing. So maybe you've heard divine timing, you know, a gabillion times from one reading to the next about this connection, perhaps. And this is a past life love. All right. Your soul remembers this intense connection. Yeah, I can definitely resonate with that one. But divine saying this is definitely safe to trust. I feel like, didn't we already say that? Like, why am I saying it like over and over again? So when this comes in, irregardless of this is new, or somebody acting brand new in the highest, most vibrational and authentic sense of that phraseology, okay, take action, do what you gotta, you know, allow this to go down in the highest vibrational sense of all of that phraseology. And again, patience, babe. All right, it is coming. It is coming. Anywho, could be some significance to you can ring my bell. Okay, I don't know who that is. I'm not looking it up because I'm not going down the rabbit hole. Because the energy is, I'm not doing it. I'm not falling for the trap. Okay. So yeah, you need to stay. The card says you need to stay focused. I surely do. Wow. Okay. What in the fever dream? Anyways, you need to stay focused on the journey, not just the destination. Okay. So trust, but okay. Yes. If you gotta use the facilities. I don't know why I said that. Trust, but be patient. Okay. You definitely, need to like finish learning all aspects of this blessing, right? Saying it that way because sometimes, you guys, the blessing just is what it is, which is the lesson, right? On the way to, of course, the blessing, which also is giving blessing, you know, and it is what you make of it. See what I mean there? But I digress. Okay, stay focused. Okay, you got this. Ask for help from your guides, from your angels, your archangels, whom all ever you know that you connect with, okay, in the highest vibrational sense of that, please and thank you. All right. But yeah, there's more information that you need to glean or garner from the experience or experiences that are basically par for the course of that prerequisite type of timeline, okay, which really is kind of given back to that Four of Swords, the healing, okay, before you can allow for this connection to come in. You can't just strong arm it, all right? You gotta you gotta go through to get to, if that makes sense, okay? So wow, whether you know them or not, ooh, I mean the energy off these cards, like dang, like wow, like oof. Like this ain't even sexy tarot, my golly. Like, wow. Anywho, could be some significance to Janet Jackson, Black Cat. Hold on, because let me just redo this whole thing, because I done got myself flustered. It's not even me. Anyways, so this is going to be first, middle, or last name initial, you guys, and then I'm going to ring that bell. For who is it? The newbie. Whether it's the new or the new 2.0, right? Whether it's the new or you knew them before. All right. I'm just saying the energy is like yowza. Like I'm about to have to ring the bell. Like calm down with it. Like please. Like what else do you want me to say about it? And all right, calm down with it. I'm catching cards in between my knees. Like please, you've got to be joking. Libra at the bottom of the deck here. Okay, now energy could be flip-flop, so I could be saying your is talking about it's theirs. The synchronicities are just... Anyways. Anywho, wow, not a lot of chart placements. I only have Aquarius and Sagittarius. But as far as the first, middle, or last name initials, right, it goes like this: E, Q, B, G, T, F, K, C. Dang, we got KFC here, huh? P, and R. Maybe somebody's from Puerto Rico. All right. The Colonel's from Puerto Rico. Now, let me stop. That would be funny. Okay, Aries hit the floor and Capricorn came back for more, as well as Cancer. Actually, Capricorn. You know what? I said it came back, but here's the sitch. It was like peeking out at me. Actually, no, hold on. It didn't even peek out. It came out. But then I got flustered and I said, let me just reshuffle the deck. And then it didn't come out. So, okay, I see you, Capricorn. All right, here we go. So, whew, I'm so sorry, y'all. All right, the bell has rung. Love and light. The bell has rung. Please give me 1 second, y'all, because wow. That was crazy. I can tell I got to keep up with these love readings. That's what's going on, too. Ooh, who is it? Ryan Leslie, Addicted. Yep. That's that. That's given, just to be clear, that's the new energy, Ryan Leslie. Also, where is Ryan? Because what is he doing? Anything? He just got addicted and fell off? Or no, let me stop. All right, here we go. I'm over here laughing at my own jokes. Oh my god. All right, let me get to y'all's reading. Love and light, you guys. Okay, love and light. And Kite Moore, 1111. Okay, let me see here. Well, we have, I can't show the star at the bottom of the deck. Let me just try to, I can show the star on the card. And we've got the King of Wands as well, indicating a yes. All right. Your intuition is on point. This person could be going through a rough time. And I only say that because I'm looking at the Tower in their energy, and they could be seeing you do fairly well, as they should. I'm not saying it like they shouldn't, but they might just be mentioning that they're going a rough patch of sorts. Maybe your energy is healing to, and they just want to talk about it, but it could be something beyond that. So hopefully that makes sense there. Oh my goodness. Yes, dreams definitely are par for the course of synchronicities for sure. Fiona, you said you were you were a huge couch potato when you were younger. Yeah, me too. Yep, that's for sure. I think it was just because I felt like outside was like a lot. I don't know. Outside was a lot, especially depending on the location. But also, even if nobody messed with you, like it was still a lot because you had like, I don't know, I'll probably just looking back, I'm like, yeah, that's probably spectrum-ish. But back then nobody really was talking about it like that. So I probably just chalked it up to anxiety. But I just think like depending on the setting and the situation, it can be a lot to be outside. If you have like different things about you, like sensory wise, you know what I mean? Like I noticed like my one friend, like she's like really sensitive to sound. Like she does not like loud anything for anything, and like really doesn't like, you know, I don't want to say it like word cursey, so hold on. But like my observation is like definitely the preference is quiet, and definitely the function is higher in lower level noise. And by noise, I just mean like environment, even like traffic. You know what I mean? Not even just music. Of course, music too. Same deal with like vocal tones, things like that. And I'm not nearly as sensitive that way. However, you want to know what like grates on every fiber of my being, you guys? You're gonna laugh. Um, like anywhere where there's like a freaking forklift that's got a backup. Like I'm like, oh my god, like it's literally like the epitome of having like, I don't know, I just it feels like going through some form of surgery where like it's like the needle isn't even like the surgeon's needle, it's more like the sewing machine one that's just like and I'm just like with every like tone, it's just that stab into my like this certain part of my brain, and I'm like, I cannot, like as soon as that thing, like I'm like, I can't hear, I can't even see, I like literally, and I try so hard because I'm usually with somebody that's like asking for direction or telling me direction. And I'm like, just wait, just I can't, like I literally, you're gonna have to repeat this because I all I can hear and feel and think and be is that fucking tone in the back of, and it's only when they back up, it's not like their mode or anything, it's just like that and it's like the tone of it though, it's not even, I've heard other things. I can walk past you know, like the fryers, when they go off. It's not that. It's just the freaking forklift tone. I'm like, oh my God. I swear they put psychology behind that tone. So everybody in the warehouse just has to be like, it's like literally the world's most annoying sound. Oh my gosh. You're very welcome. 1111. I'm just gonna say it that way because I don't want to butcher your name, babe. Okay, let me get to you, Fiona. All right, hold on. Went down my rabbit hole with the forklift. The way 12 tried to come out. Hold on, Fiona. All right, here we go. Here we go. Ooh, it's the one of the yeses from the deck. Okay, just saying. Yes at the bottom, which is one of the slowest yeses. Like, wow, what a contradiction. It's a yes, though. And it's a happy one. Could be about an emperor, perhaps. All right, anyways. Hopefully that was worth the wait there, Fiona. My bad. I didn't skip over you, to be clear. I just was slow, if that makes sense. You're very welcome. Yeah, garbage trucks, I don't mind as much, though. Like, seriously. But yeah, that's a close second, actually, now that I think about that. That is a close. But I feel like the garbage trucks are like way less aggressive because it's like how much are they backing up? But no, the freaking and also like normally you're not even like 20 feet away normally like every time that thing backs up, right? So just saying, like the forklift definitely beats the garbage truck because the forklift will go a quarter of a mile down like from row to row to row. We'll cross from one corner of that freaking warehouse. Just cutting on through diagonally like it's cheese, right? Like just to be near you to be like I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, oh my oh my gosh. I cannot. I can't there's just certain sounds like I cannot. But then so I'm like that, but then I do enjoy the other side of the coin, I guess, which is like with music, like it'll be like this certain like there's like songs, but then there's like songs that are it's like you first hear them, you're like, oh my goodness, that took a whole twist and a turn. I was not prepared. Can we scroll that back a bit? Can we circle back a bit? And I mean like literally would have to like immediately like or at least hit pause because I'd be like was not prepared, right? So I don't know, like I just think that I don't know, it's probably just going back to that neurospicy though. That's because that's not even anxiety, that's definitely some spectrum-ish. uh I gotta get checked out, guys, so I can chart it out and be like, this is why I'm like this is why I'm like this. But then I feel like even if I added charts and graphs to everything, people are just either going to get you or they're not, you know? Like you can't just you know how you can't make everyone love you? You can't make everyone understand you either just the same. Isn't that fun? Standing out is fun, right? It is what you make of it. Oh my gosh, Fiona, what? Please be kidding right now. Oh my gosh. Was this wasn't recent because you say it like once. So hopefully this wasn't recent, but also what? Did she like open up a case? Like did she Oh my gosh. Did somebody get it on video? That's insanity. The audacity. That's as bad as like this has not this is and this is not a contest. So just to be clear, like but also hopefully this isn't offensive because now I want to talk about what happened to me, but it was like with the United Postal Service. One year I had sent something to a distant relative for Christmas many years ago, and it was glassware of sorts, right? And so I sent it through, I didn't send it UPS, I sent it through the United Postal Service. And I sent it in proper measure. Like, it's not like I tried to put something in an envelope or something. Like, no, and it was boxed up, right? And somehow it went through the machine quite improperly. And so they wrapped it up in a trash bag because it was a fairly like medium-sized box. Wrapped it up in a trash bag with like tape all over it to say like basically like sorry. And inside was like everything broken. I'm like, oh my god, like the audacity. So of course, like I opened up a claim on the strength of that because I was like, on top of it, that was gifts. Like it was, it wasn't even just me like ordering something from like some website or something. I don't know. It was so crazy. So I can only imagine if somebody did that and it was my freaking car. Oh my gosh, and just swept it up like they. It was over this. It was over this past summer. Why couldn't she have reported it to the police, Fiona? I don't understand. Because hopefully a nearby business would have had a record of that somehow, on their surveillance, or sometimes even the streets department, you know, like if it was near an intersection close enough of a certain variety. I'm so sorry that that happened to your sister. That's crazy. That's so crazy, because then why sweep it up then? Like, do you know what I mean? That would aggravate me to no end, though, because I'd be like, so why even sweep it up? And then I'd also be like, how the hell didn't I hear them sweep that up? Like, oh. Ooh, Teresa, I did not see your question, babe. What's your question? No worries, Teresa. Wow, no, I'm still processing that. I don't like that. Hold on. That's crazy. There are no cameras. I feel like there's cameras everywhere, but man, that's Yeah, but see, Amy's question got deleted, so now I'm wondering what's Teresa's. Like, what's going on with the chat? Hold on, let me see. Because now I'm going to scroll up too. Because I did miss 1111, right? And then... Oh, here we go. No, I just see Teresa saying, hello. And no worries, eat me. I saw what you just said there. No, I didn't shadow ban you, eat me, I promise. I mean, if that's what you meant, I said I didn't do anything on my end, but, oh, Fiona. Thank you for admiring me. You're so sweet. My goodness. You beautiful light, you. Thank you so much to each and every one of you, of course, for being the beautiful light that you are. Just even in, if nowhere else, in my own path, but truthfully, everywhere else too. So serious, you guys. Shine bright, unapologetically, as you should. Yeah, Teresa, you gotta repost your question, babe, because we're not seeing it. I checked as well, and my moderator's on here as well and checked. We're not seeing it. So it might be something on YouTube, doing something. I don't know. You guys, please triple check to make sure that you actually subscribed here still. Like, seriously, for real, please. Thank you. I'm not tripping, okay? I'm just, there's some, I don't even want to talk about it, but just saying. So thank you for checking. All right. So I'm waiting on Teresa to put her question in the box. And if not, I think we're good to go. And it is early enough or late enough, right? Wait, let's see what you're saying here. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. I missed it. Hold on. Okay, you've been seeing them? Oh, thank goodness. Okay, thank you, Fiona. Are you getting the notifications now, though? Like, you said you've been seeing my videos, but, like, are you getting, like, when I go live, are you getting the little, like, I don't know if they call it a ping? I don't even know, because I personally don't get those from me or, like, my channel, so I don't know if they do it for my channel or not. Like, I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure how that works. I'd love to find out, though. Shoot. Because I don't mind giving free readings, you know what I'm saying? But I do want to work smart. Smarter, please and thank you. I give myself permission. All right, let me see here. Is Teresa here? Hello, hello, hello. Okay, you have been. That is excellent. Okay. Happiness and joy. Thank you, universe. All right. Thank you for letting me know that, babe, because I was like, you know what? This is not the vibe. And I was definitely stating my case in where I had to state my case at, long story short. I'm not even divulging everything, but I know what I'm talking about and I'm grateful. And y'all can go ahead and be grateful too. I'm so serious. That's not even me being cocky. Like, I'm so serious. Like, greater is up ahead. If y'all even knew, and I'm not, don't even try me on this one. I'm not letting the cat out of the bag just yet. But if y'all even knew what just came through for the channel tonight, listen, greater things and a lot of laughs, if I do say so myself, are up ahead. Just saying. I'm grateful. I hope you're grateful too. I love when we're grateful together. We're so cute together when we're grateful, aren't we? If I do say so myself, I don't know. Gratitude is the attitude, though, you guys. So hopefully somebody got their something out of this, okay? Because the way my nose was, whoo, need to be put onto the side. Wait, what did you say, Fiona? You can't comment on Facebook still? What the heck? Hold on one second. That is so odd. Because where are you located again, Fiona? Are you in the US? I thought you were in the US, but the only thing I can think of is of the current climate that we're in, right? That maybe those outside the US. Yeah, you're in the US? I don't like that because why the heck is that happening? So when you got out of the group and you came back in, nothing, you still can't, like, did you, so you're not noticing any difference? You're the only one that's ever made me aware of. I'll have to, you know what, when I see Sean, excuse me, when I see Sean, I'm gonna see, can she I'm trying to think who's a moderator over there though. Trying to think. I will do some more investigation into that. That is so odd. You're the only member that's ever had that issue. I definitely want that issue fixed. My apologies, Fiona, on that one. But I mean, you definitely know how to reach me. You know what I mean? But that's definitely not cool because what the heck? So I will be trying to figure out. There's nothing that I did differently for you though. So I'm not exactly sure what setting would need to be changed. I mean, the only thing, you know what, Fiona? How about this though? I noticed that the first time, and this is not me coming for you, but me trying to problem solve. I noticed that the first time, whenever I let you into the group, I don't think you actually put an answer to the question, which was like a requirement. Because I did it that way because I wanted to filter people. Like, I didn't want like bots just getting in so easily. Do you know what I mean? So, but I was so excited to see you and your attempt to join. I of course hit like confirm or like whatever the affirmative answer would have been to that, like to allow entry, to allow access. So I was thinking of that over the course of like in around the time where I said, hey, can you just X out of it kind of thing and then just redo it. But interestingly enough, Fiona, I went to look and I couldn't tell either way. So I don't know if that has to do with cookies through the site. Like cookies are like it's like electronic verbiage for aspects of residual data basically. But anywho, I'm like getting into all these rabbit holes tonight. So sorry, you guys. Forgive me. It's just the energy. But I think that might be the issue if you know on your end that you did that. So if you did, can you just put an answer to, like, do it, like undo it again, right? And then when you do it, make sure you put an answer in the question, because it might be glitching on the strength of you not complying with all aspects of it. Even though I don't have a filter, but I mean, I feel like if I'm manually hitting the thing, like, yeah, let them in, then that's on me. You know what I mean? But it might just be glitching it. I have no idea beyond that, otherwise, why that might be the case. Because again, I'm not changing any of the settings, and you're not flagged in any way, you know. So I'm not exactly sure what else to say about that. So if you know that you the second time also didn't put an answer to that question, yeah, exactly. They're like treating you like you're a bot. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you can get in, but you're not going to actually like spam up kind of thing. That's the only other thing, babe, I could think, because I promise you I didn't do anything personally to just be like, everybody but Fiona, right? Like, like, it's not that kind of vibe or time or timeline. So serious. No worries, Fiona. But I am sorry, babe, that that has been your experience so far. But you know what? Good thing we learned together. Most likely, I'm claiming it. I'm claiming it, though. I bet you that's it. Um, that that is something that could glitch it up, so that if somebody else should come along and say, why this or why that, we may go, aha, Fiona had that problem one day. Um, and it too shall pass, right? So me trying to make sure I'm not actually intentionally or unintentionally word cursing you or anyone, Fiona. Don't mind me, but I do believe in what I do teach here. So, okay, you guys. Does anyone want to share before we get off anything, or like anything positive? Like, did anybody manifest anything recently? Not what you're working on manifesting. I do want you to be protective of that, or something that perhaps that you do feel comfortable sharing. I have something, but I'm not going to share it just yet, because in my defense, I gotta make a post about it. So like it's too juicy. So just saying. So there's that. But if not, maybe think about it for the next live stream. I think it'd be cool. Maybe we could do that on our self-care Sunday sessions, where we just kind of have like a not like show and tell. I gotta figure out like what else we could call it. So, Teresa, I sat here and asked you a few times, babe, please, can you put it in? Fiona texted you into the chat and said, can you put your question in again? And we explained that whole time, Teresa, that we couldn't find your question. We also explained how another person tonight was having a similar issue, and it could be a YouTube thing, also could be a filter thing, and you said nothing until now, so I'm not exactly sure what to make of that, other than you checked out again, I guess. I don't know, but we were talking to you, babe, and I don't know where you were. I don't know what you were doing, but Fiona, back me up, because that's exactly what happened. We tried. So please and thank you, before I hop off, uh put your question in the chat. Thank you, Teresa. So, Teresa, remember how we said that you would need to put it in the chat box again? Please and thank you, because we can't see your question, and that another person in the same live stream was having the similar issue, and so that it may be a YouTube issue and or a filtration issue, depending on the words you have in your whatever you wrote before. So please, again, like copy and paste it or something if you can find it. You know what I mean? Because we can't. I've got my moderator on here saying the same thing. So we tried, right? So, I mean, it's a free reading. You want it? If not, I don't need to give it. It's fine. You know what I mean? We could be good. But to come on, like, I don't get the energy with what's going on here, Teresa. So, ooh, I see what you wrote there, Fiona. You know what? I literally, I don't want to like word curse myself, but I'm still trying to figure out how to split hours out of the day a lot better than I already am, if that makes sense, Fiona. You know what I mean? So I probably won't be getting to that one anytime soon, not gonna lie. But that's pretty interesting to know. I can't even tell you the last time I actually like sat down and watched anything beyond what I've got going. So thank you for assisting with getting the watch hours up. Thank you for those that came on and put forth the effort necessary to be able to get their ratings, right? I mean, it is what it is. And I guess it's kind of like how you say you get out of it what you put in it. I don't know. Um, I'm grateful, though. I'm grateful to you guys. And I'm grateful for those that actually get something out of the message and actually hang out and exchange pleasant energy. I really appreciate that from you guys. And you guys do it. I literally have the best collective, hands down. Nobody's telling me any different. So I just love to talk about it. Don't mind me. But seriously, I hope you guys really know that. You guys are amazing. And thank you for being here. You don't have to be here, right? I'm not unmindful of that. And thank you for those that want to be here. Gosh, that really keeps me going. All right. So if you didn't have your question answered and for whatever reason, excuse me, there might be a lag. I'm not sure exactly what kind of technical issue may be going on tonight, but I definitely will be looking into it. Catch me on the next live stream. No worries. There will always be another one. And I very much look forward to it. And I hope you feel the same. I really appreciate you guys. And I know I say it all the time, but I want you to know I mean it. Are you ready? Much love and light.